Hey, lots of bots here, and now I'm doing a review of Signal Index today. Uh, it is another binary options trade copying service, and it's a little bit different than Signal Push in the technology that it uses mainly. Other than that, it's very much like Signal Push. Uh, but let's go through some of the pluses and minuses of Signal Index. Well, the first one is very key. This technology that it uses is a direct API to the broker. And what does that basically mean to you? It means that you will not require a virtual private server or VPS or your computer to even be running. The binary signals can be executed in your account without the computer needing to be on because of the fact that it's a direct connection to the API. Now that also helps in speed. The speed of which executions are done are going to be instant almost compared to the layered software of Signal Push, which can take up can be like a quarter of a second or more. Um, and the reason that is because it doesn't have direct access, and that requires you to have a VPS, and it can cause extra slippage in your trades. So keep that in mind. That's a very important differential between the two. Now, the negative on that as well is that there's only one broker with Signal Index that it works with, um, and that's Go Options. Now, Go Options pricing on binary options are very high. Their payouts are very high. So that's a plus, especially on the 60 second. They're 75% compared to like 70. So that's a big plus. Um, but the negative is the fact that it's only one broker. You don't have a multiple list of brokers to go for. Okay, so let's go into the Signal marketplace. Now, the nice thing too is if you want to take a look at the Signal providers, you don't need to provide them with an email and to sign up to their service. You can first look at them. Unlike with Signal Push, you have to give them your information to look what's inside. You don't have to do that with Signal Index. Their marketplace is available for you to review without having to sign up and require your email address and all of that. So if we see here, just like with Signal Push, they list the overall from when they started and the last 30 days. So you can look at the different providers and you can see how they're doing overall. Let's go down here. Win rate 58%, trades 336. I like the format that they provide here for reviewing the signal providers. And you can see the whole plethora of different signal providers that they have and their win rates and such and what they're trading. Now, the quality of the signal providers on Signal Push is higher, and there's a few reasons for that, and I'll go over why that is and what Signal Index can do to make their offerings more competitive and attract better signal providers. The first thing here, and let's click on one of the providers. Let's go to Godlike Signals, and we can see their performance uh, and also information about them. Predictive angelic results. Okay. Uh, and their pricing is 666. That's very funny. Alrighty. They're nuts. So anyway, that tells a little bit about Godlike Signals right here, and their win ratio, the number of trades they've had, and on the right-hand side you can see their performance for the month and the number of signals that they had. You could also load more. There's an option right down there. Another thing I like is the number of trades they've had for the day, the week, and the month that they provide. That's very cool. The top instruments that they use. Top winning asset, what they're best at trading. That's good to find out. And their top total winning streak, 12 trades, one in a row. That's very nice. And so forth. So it provides a lot of information, just like with Signal Push and so forth, so you can know what's going on with that different signal provider. Now let's go back to the front page. So it's very much like Signal Push. You don't require the VPS. It does have direct access to the API. That's a big plus. Speed, that's a big plus. But the negative is, again, you only have that one broker available to you. As well, there's another thing that you should keep in mind that I think Signal Index should institute, and that's subscription insurance. That was a super smart thing that Signal Push instituted, and I think they should provide that. That would be a big traction to both users and to signal providers. As well, um, a free month of service when signing up with the broker. That would be another thing to incorporate. That's another key benefit and feature of which uh, I would say would be what you would want. Now, as well as that, guaranteed for slippage. I don't think it's really an issue with this because of the way the technology works, but that would be a good attracting point as well. And tiered pricing. Oh my gosh, to attract good signal providers, they're going to want to be paid, right? So tiered pricing is going to be a key benefit. If you went to Signal Binary Options Vic's website, you can see she charges as much as $5,000 a month um, for people who use larger trade sizes um, uh, because of the fact that it's tiered pricing. That's a big draw for signal providers, and that's gonna they're probably lagging mainly because of that right there, even though they have the better technology. Hmm, believe it or not. So keep that in mind. I like Signal Index. I know there's a lot of crap that you see thrown about from one to the other about being scams, but I know that Signal Push and Signal Index both, and the brokers they use are not scams. So you can ignore all that. That's just bad mouthing from one to the other, and it's pointless.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that you read out there is like tabloid journalism, basically. There's not a great deal of truth to much of the stuff that I've seen. I know people use Go Options, Signal Index, Signal Push, and all different brokers. I know scams, but none of these guys are scams. They're all on the up and up. Everything that I read from here is just tabloid bad mouthing back and forth for competitive reasons. So that's my take. This is Lots of Bots. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a great day.